Hello, all. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Voice of Experience. This is your English teacher, Mrs. Shanti of KV Ashoknagar. Today, we are going to read another new story from Class 10 English Reader. The title of the story is 100 Dresses Part 2. This is in continuation with the 100 Dresses Part 1, written by the same author, Eleanor Estes. Let us recall how the first part of the story ended. It was Miss Mason when she announced the results of the drawing contest. They discovered that Wanda Petronsky was absent for quite some days. The story ended there when she was not there to enjoy the applause given by the students after the announcement contest. I hope you would have read the detailed story from the reader. Let us go to the main points of the story. 100 Dresses Part 2. The teacher, Miss Mason, got a letter from Wanda Petronsky's father. Then she read Wanda's father's letter to the class. She informed that his children Wanda and Jake would never come to their school again. Miss Mason spoke in a sad, low voice to the class. Perhaps what was said was very sad and unfortunate. True, Maddie didn't like Peggy putting embarrassing questions to Wanda Petronsky. Maddie felt guilty as she stood silently and never opposed Peggy when she was teasing Wanda. She wanted to tell Wanda that 100 dresses were beautiful. Both the girls, Peggy and Wanda, set out for Boggins Height, the place where Wanda used to live. Door loudly, but got no answer. It was clear that Wanda Petronsky and her father and her family had gone. Peggy told Maddie that when she was asking Wanda about her dresses, Wanda probably was getting good ideas for her drawings. Maddie made an important decision. Both Peggy and Maddie decided to write a letter to Wanda Petronsky. They asked Wanda if she liked her new place and the new teacher. They also wrote that her drawings were very beautiful and she won the girls' medal. They also wanted to feel sorry, but they ended up writing a friendly letter. On the last day of the school, before the holidays, Miss Mason informed the class that she received a letter from Wanda Petronsky. In the letter, Wanda wished that the girls of the room number 13 could keep those 100 dresses. She wished that the drawing of the green be given to Peggy and of the blue one to Maddie. Maddie went home and watched the drawing intently. Peggy could only say to Maddie, she must have really liked this. The title is very apt because the story of the 100 dresses is about a young Polish girl who always claimed that she had 100 dresses at home when teased by her classmates. The girl won the first prize, winning the art competition about dresses, and her drawings were her motivation to ignore the teasing before she left the school. Now let us discuss the theme of the story. In the 100 Dresses Part 1, a number of themes had already been discussed. A few more we shall discuss now. It becomes rather difficult for a poor immigrant like Wanda Petronsky to adjust herself in an environment which is not very conducive to her. However, Wanda rises above all these petty considerations. She still loves her previous school and her classmates. She is generous enough to donate 100 drawings to her classmates. She has no ill feelings towards Peggy, who used putting embarrassing questions regarding her dresses. She allows Peggy to have the drawing of the green dress and Maddie the blue one. However, the damage has been done. In this letter to Miss Mason, Wanda's father clearly mentions how he is forced to move out of the place and get his children admitted to a new school. The message is very clear. Any kind of discrimination does torture those who suffer it silently. Having discussed the theme of the story, let's now proceed to the values that have been expressed in the story. Upper class arrogance and discrimination of lower class is bad. Forgiveness and love has to be permanent. It is not the bruises on the body that hurt. It is the wounds of the heart and the scars on the mind that hurts a lot. Mistreatment is to condemn one's own nature. Now let us look at some of the useful quotes. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. If we really want to love, we must learn how to forgive. Arrogance is an unhealthy ego in need of repair. A few short questions and long questions have been solved here for your quick reference. And further, you may also refer to the Diksha app for an elaborate question and answers, MCQ, and short question and answers. I hope you find this video useful.